question's aimed at you. It's one from Nikki. And Nikki asks, what sort of business would suit me best and my abilities, skills, and strengths? Definitely one for you.
Oh, good. Yeah, good question. Gosh, I get asked that all the time. So really she's wanting to know, for her to go into her business, what would be best suited for her with her natural skills, her talents. Okay, so that's a great question. First of all, I would want to find out, what does she love doing? Often we do things because we have to do it, like in business, if we want to be really good, we have to read spreadsheets. For some people, they love doing that. For other people, they're like, you know what, if I don't see another spreadsheet, that'll be a great day. So I would ask her, at the real core of it, what really lights your fire, which comes easily to you, that you love doing, that you're not kind of procrastinating on. And I'd get her to sit down and identify, not about what she should do, but what would she really love to do. It's much easier starting your own business doing something that you love. I certainly know some successful people who've done a business which they didn't love but were very good at creating businesses. But for me, I think, you're going to spend so much of your life and your energy pouring into this business. I would much prefer to be doing something that I love. So I'd ask her, okay, what do you love doing? What comes really easy to you? What do you find yourself daydreaming about? Are there some regular habits or hobbies that you've done a lot of, that if you were to put those into a business would actually be very successful? I'd also look at having her release some of the guilt about letting go of the stuff that she doesn't want to do. I find more so in women, there's a bit of a guilt of, but Yvonne, I should be doing all these things because, and I go, yeah, well, if you didn't have to do that, what would be really great? So, yeah, I'd spend a bit of time. I've also got a great profiling tool called Talent Dynamics, which would certainly very quickly identify her natural strengths, what are some roles or positions that would put her in flow, and really importantly, who then to build in her team, because, you can certainly try and do it all on your own and be this, superwoman, which we've all been guilty of doing.
Absolutely.
But your business will certainly increase a lot faster by building a team. I mean, a little bit like you and I. You and I have different strengths and our natural talents. And yes, we're great superwomen, but when we put our powers together, it's a lot easier, and we're certainly moving with a lot more momentum. So it comes down to what's her true love. I always start there first, because everything else I can build on. First of all, it's identifying what do you really love doing. And if you were to spend all your time, energy, and money on this, would it actually have you feel really charged and happy and what I call inflow? Inflow for me is when you're doing something and it just comes easily. There's a lot of ease and grace. When I notice someone is out of flow, there's a heck of a lot of procrastination. They're using language like, I've just got to get this done. I should get this done. And they're obliged to do it. And you see a lot of people doing that, having that kind of conversation with themselves.
To-do list been on there for weeks, and you just keep pushing it to the bottom, hoping it's just going to disappear and you'll never have to worry about it again. Those things, that's usually out of flow, right?
I was walking with a group this morning, and one lady said, all the stuff that she doesn't get done, she's just always constantly transferring it onto the next day. I said, yeah, I used to do that, but now I outsource because my to-do list just became this long, arduous task, which I would avoid. So then I realized, well, if I could get rid of a lot of that and outsource it, how much more time would I have to do what I really would love to do, including sometimes just sitting, in your home on the couch, just kind of thinking about what your next idea will be, because the thinking actually needs you to have space. But if you're always doing stuff, you're never actually creating that space. So, but, coming back to her question, it would come down to what does she truly love. And for me, it's tapping into your heart for that. It's letting go of the logic behind it. I should do this, I shouldn't do this. But actually really quietening your mind, getting really centered into yourself and asking yourself the big question. It's like, we don't know how long we've got to live on this planet. So, why waste more of your time doing stuff you think you should do versus actually doing the stuff you truly, truly love? And it might be very scary. I understand that I've started a number of businesses where I've gone, oh my God, this could freak me out. But at the end of the day, I feel that when you're truly living to what you're passionate about, when the why is big enough, you'll figure out the how. And when your why is also really strong, you'll figure out who you need to bring onto your team. But always start with a why.